Hello, everybody. Matsi-san. Welcome back to Friday Night Blogs. I want to introduce you to a very special guest. Um, it's a very, it's again a very special guest. So, right behind me, you'll see Murphy's best friend, Bear Bear. I'm in a silly mood today, right? But anyway, that is Murphy's best friend. Right. My dog, if you haven't watched my blogs in the past, he's usually just laying back there. That's his personal bed, by the way. People ask me, is that his personal bed? Yes, it is. Murphy's personal bed. Okay, what am I going to talk about today? If you've been watching my blogs, you know that I have a particular special topic that I absolutely love and I talk about over and over again. And that topic is the body. Right? And the body, again, is so very important to me because it's why I think a lot of why we're here. It helps us to be conscious and aware, and it's probably can I go this far as to say it? But it's probably the driving tool, the biggest driving tool that we have to teach us how to be conscious and aware, right? And we want to be conscious and aware because I might be giving out too much stuff. I got my new book coming out, and I put all this stuff in the book. So if you want to know why we need to be conscious and aware, you'll have to buy the book. I'll keep you updated. By the way, I'll probably put out like a little web page where you can sign up to get the book early. Probably in a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks maybe. I should be done. I should be done writing the draft of the book. When I'm finished writing the draft of the book, I'll put that out. So let's go back to the topic of hand. So the body. So let's take a look at it from this angle for a moment. You have your body, and many times, unless you're like a super fit, obsessive, athletic individual, and you don't vary off of your eating plan, but many times, like a lot of us, we've put our body through the ringer, right? We've ate some junk food, we've ate some stuff that our body probably does not appreciate, right? But our bodies have been resilient, and when we first start doing it, our bodies are like, cool, Matt, you want to have some fun? You want to eat that piece of cake? That's okay. I can handle it for you right now. Right? I can handle it. Go ahead and enjoy your life, right? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here for you, Matt. Right? I'm compassionate for you. So if you want to enjoy life and have that piece of cake here and there, then excellent. So one day I'll have a piece of cake. And then maybe the next day, and then we start reaching for some ice cream, right? And the body goes, okay, you had the piece of cake yesterday, and you're having a piece of ice cream today, and you know what? Again, I'm here for you, Matt. If you want to have that piece of ice cream, you know what? I can do it, and I'll find a way to clear, or at least to find a way to deal with it, right? I'll find a way of just storing it for now, so you can take care of it later. And usually, it's stored up as fat, right? Okay, so and then maybe the next day, you're at it again. Maybe it's not so. Maybe let's go with lasagna, right? Maybe it's and for me it'd be vegetarian lasagna. But even vegetarian lasagna has a lot of bad stuff in it, especially if you put a lot of bad stuff in it, right? All the grains and stuff. But anyway, so you make the lasagna and you okay. And for the heck of it, let's throw a dessert in there as well, right? Maybe you have a cookie at the end of it, and so your body's going, really, Matt? Okay. Lasagna today, you're having a lot of fun, but you know what, it's really not turning into so much fun for me now. Now I have to work really hard at dealing with this, and it's throwing me off what I really naturally came here to do, and it was to keep you healthy. But you know what, I love you so much, Matt, I will go ahead and take care of this again. Right? And so it takes care of it again. Some of it cleans out, some of it stores up in fat, some of it I'll do the next one. So then the next day, maybe the next weeks, maybe the next months, maybe the next years, it keeps going on and on. You keep feeding your body junk food. And your body now starts moving away from its ability of health and homeostasis, right? Because all the junk that you're putting inside of it, and it's trying to get rid of some, but it's some that it can't. Some it stores up a lot into fat. The others it stores up or it deals it by accessing certain energies of certain organs, and it starts diminishing the function of those particular organs. And so eventually the body starts to break down. right? That's one way of how the body breaks down. Now, I've said this other way, I'm going to talk about now. I've said this before. You and your body made an agreement, right? When you came into this world, your body said, Matt, anytime you have a feeling that you don't like, an emotion that needs to come up, but you don't like, and you can't show it because it's just not safe or it's just not appropriate, that's okay. I care for you so much that I will hold that in, right? And so we go through life, we start holding some emotions in, and at first it's not a lot, and then we get conditioned, adulterated by other people's ideas, woulds and shoulds, that we shouldn't feel certain emotions. And our body along the way, it's been so compassionate, it keeps holding it in. It keeps holding it in so that you can deal with life, right? The body's saying, Matt, I will hold on to this for you so that you can move on with your life and deal with it. But the agreement was, when you came to this world, your body said, I will hold on to it for you, but I need you, right? Because I'm being compassionate for you, Matt. I need you to be compassionate back toward me. I need you to listen to all the signals and the signs that I'm giving you, that you're holding in so much stress in the form of holding in certain emotions or repressing them. I need you to look at it because I am finite. This body is finite. At some point I will start breaking down, just like when you started eating all the crappy food and I tried to take care of it and keep you healthy, but you kept going and I couldn't do it anymore. Same thing with emotions. You kept holding in emotions. I kept trying to hold it in. Body saying, I kept trying to hold it in. I kept trying to hold it in. Okay. I kept trying to hold it in so that you could move on with life. But now I'm asking you, you've held more than I could hold in. And I need to find a way to clean it out. So if we were looking at this nutritionally, we'd do like a cleanse, right? But in the emotional side, basically all our body wants is attention to what we've held in. Every tension inside of your body is a result of consistent tension. If it's not externally caused, like by nutrition or something, or an accident, although accidents can have their connections into repressed emotions and feelings, but it all ties in together. So as long as it's not externally caused and you have constant tension, that tension is showing you what particular memories, or what I like to call sets, sensations, emotions, and thoughts, that you've held in that it hasn't been able to clear out. Life is a perfect system. We came in here with a body that was geared toward allowing us to have fun and bliss and joy and all that stuff. But it was also geared for us in a way that it was here to wake us up. Right? To let us know when we're not in alignment with who we are. It's here to wake us up so that we can listen to it. And it's got more. There's actually more, which I wrote in the book, which I'm writing in the book, as to the importance of the body and why it's here and why we're here. You'll have to read it when it comes out. But remember, just for today's lesson, we need to balance. We need to balance. Oh, so I talked about nutrition, right? I talked about emotions, and there's another aspect of this is spirituality. When I say spirituality, don't get freaked out if you're not a spiritual person. For the most part, it just simply means learning how to be authentically you and expressing who you authentically are. But remember, we got so conditioned with other people's shoulds and woulds of our lives that we may think we're in alignment with who we are, and some people will say, well, that's me, that's who I am, and they're very adamant about it, right? But they're trying to force it. I won't go too much into that. So where was I? Okay. So some people, you may think you know who you are, but if your body's tight and tense, if you feel stressed out, if life is beating you down, you're probably not being authentically you. I'm going to go out on a limb. You are not being authentically you. Right? So that's the whole spirituality aspect of this whole thing. And all of these have to balance out. As I said in a previous blog, mentally, emotionally, it's got to be balanced. Physically, nutritionally, you have to balance it out. And then spiritually, right? These three things have to balance out. The more out of balance one or more are, the harder and more difficult your life is going to be. Now I'm going to get spiritual. You picked the right family and the right parents. I know some people are going, but they were horrible and it was the worst time. But for you, you needed to learn a particular lesson. And some people have it easier, right? And maybe they've learned their lessons in other lifetimes. I'm not going to get too spiritual on you here. But anyhow, I'm all over the place. I don't even remember where I am right now. But let me bring it back in. So your body's done a wonderful job of holding in things that you did not want to face. And if we keep not listening to the perfect balance that's inside of our system that wants the best and highest of us, the system will start to break down. Nature, in the form of a body, will start to break down, and it will win. Right? But the more you listen to it, it wants to. It wants your highest good and your highest, just the highest good, your highest choices. It wants that for you. And if you can listen, the more ease your body will have so that it can stay more in a state of homeostasis. And remember, staying in a state of homeostasis doesn't always mean that you're going to live forever. Sometimes you get your lessons and you have to move on. But the more you can listen to your body, the more it will relax, the more easy it will be, the more intuition you bring into your life, the more consistent peace you'll bring to your life. And the more consistent peace you have, the more intuitive action that you will be able to take. It's got to be consistent though, right? And the best way to do that is to cleanse the emotions, release them, set them free, but properly and organically. And you can get my program, right? Right now it's called The Perfect Affirmation. By the way, and probably in a week or two it's going to change. We're going to have a whole new website, right? Because it's evolved, it's changed so much. It's going to be called The Reflective Transformation System. And it's geared, there's a systematic system that's geared to taking you through things step by step by step by step, so that you can finally listen authentically to your spiritual self and live in a place of more balance and ease, so you can hear that intuitive action that wants to come out of you. That's it for now. I think I've talked enough. Live spiritually, my friends, but with practicality, and I will talk to you later.